Hello guys and welcome in. Today we're going to discuss one of my favorite add-ons that I use in the Elder Scrolls Online. And with over 1 million other players that have downloaded this add-on, I can say I'm not alone in its popularity. The add-on for today's topic is going to be Loot Log by code 65536. If you play on PC and do any group content, I highly recommend this add-on. Loot Log allows for a super easy and intuitive way to see if you need any of the gear linked in chat. You can link your own gear and quickly whisper others asking for gear. For today's video, we're going to highlight the best commands for this add-on and my personal settings to prevent it from getting too spammy in your chat box. With that, let's get started with talking about my favorite commands for this add-on. My first one that I love is /link_trade, or you can just type /LT. This will automatically link any items that you have picked up that are set items and are tradable to at least one person in your group. This is great because it allows you to quickly link gear from longer content such as trials, where you might have more than just 1 or 2 pieces to trade. And this easier way of linking gear makes people more prone to trade gear that they don't necessarily need for their sticker book collection. One thing of note, link trade will not link any items that you still need for your sticker book into chat. So don't be afraid of using this command for that reason. Loot Log's not going to let you miss out on gear that you need. Takes care of you first. But to make sure that you get gear that you need for your sticker book, let's talk about the second command, /bind uncollected, or you can just type /bu. This will automatically bind any items in your inventory that you do not already have in your sticker book. This won't bind everything in your inventory, as if you already have it collected in your sticker book, it will not bind those pieces, therefore making them still able to be traded amongst the rest of your teammates. And if you don't want to have to keep typing /bu throughout your trial or other content, you can instead type /bu space number, where the number is going to be the amount of minutes that any new gear acquired, whether this be from chests or bosses or given to you by other players, will be automatically bound to your account. I highly recommend this if you're in the middle of a farming run and don't have time to keep binding gear, but you want to make sure you keep getting new curated pieces of gear from each boss. Now that we've talked about a few of my favorite commands with Loot Log, let's break down some of the settings for this add-on. Mainly because the default settings for this add-on are a little spammy at best. So you're going to want to go to Settings, Add-ons, navigate to Loot Log, and from here you have a few different settings. For history data, I just keep it at the default 12 hours. But the important thing is going to be loot notification in chat. And personally, I turn it completely off. I don't need to see what I picked up. I don't need to see what other people picked up in the middle of the run. If people have something they want to trade, they will trade it to you at the end of the run. And common etiquette in the Elder Scrolls Online is such that even if you have an add-on like Loot Log, which can show you what others pick up during the run, if people do not link it in group chat, It is not recommended that you start whispering individuals asking for items that they haven't offered in the group chat, especially in the era of curated gear, where the game is going to give players new pieces of gear that they still need for their sticker book. People are going to want to collect the gear for themselves to fill up their sticker book. Now again, if somebody offers it in chat, feel free to ask for those pieces. And if somebody does happen to pick up something you really want, maybe write a comment in group chat, such as, "Hey, I'm really looking for coral riptide weapons." And maybe you'll get somebody who wasn't going to link or share items before. Maybe they'll say something in chat, but don't go asking people cold turkey for items that you only know that they picked up because of loot log. Most people consider that to be rude. So if you decide to turn on notifications, there's a couple different settings. You can look at everything that everyone picks up with all logged. You can look at all loot that you pick up. You could see only notable loot, which notable loot, you look at the extended journal and see what that looks like. That's just going to be things of blue or higher quality that were acquired. And again, that can be either for your whole team or just yourself. And then finally, you can also refine for set items for your whole team or just set items that you pick up personally. And again, this is all for the settings of what you see in your chat box. I personally set this to none. And then as far as trading tools, you can flag uncollected items everywhere. And if you do this, if anybody links anything in zone chats, guild chats, group chats, from player inventory, banks, vendors, loot windows, if you don't have that item collected, it will put the plus symbol next to it. I personally turn this off because I don't need this all over the place all of the time, but if you want to, you can have this on. It's not that much of a difference. But what I do like to have turned on is the flag uncollected items linked by others. And if people link items that you want into chat, there's going to be this little plus next to it in chat, which you can then hit, and it'll automatically send a whisper to that individual. This is anything that anyone else in your team links, and it'll flag it and put that little plus symbol next to it. And the show request link, you can decide where it goes. You can decide if it goes before or after the message, or you can completely disable it. Of course, if you have this turned on, I do recommend having this turned on. I personally do before the message, so that it's always in a consistent spot in the chat, instead of varying based off of how long the message was. And I also recommend changing your request message to be something that reflects how you would ask for items, or to be a little more jokey, but some way of kindly asking. It'll say, "May I please have," and then it'll link that item back that you want. After that, the rest of the settings are up to you, whether you want to turn them on, like improved tooltips for antiquity leads, and your color choices for when people link various gear. But again, Loot Log is an amazing add-on that I highly recommend more people getting, especially if you do any type of group content and want to quickly share gear with other players and quickly request gear from other players. If you have any questions, make sure to comment them down below. I really do love this add-on. If you specifically have any problems with downloading the add-on or getting it to function, I do recommend checking out the website on ESO UI, and navigating the instructions there, and checking the comments for any potential download issues that are occurring with the most recent patches of the game, as sometimes different patches cause problems with different add-ons. And if you have any other add-ons that you think need some more love and attention in the ESO community, make sure to comment down below. I got a few of my favorites that I'm planning to cover very soon. But if there's any that you guys are interested in particular, or think are so extremely handy and you are shocked by how few people have downloaded it, please do let me know. And if you liked the video today, make sure to throw a like and consider subscribing to stay up to date for when the next content goes live. If you want to hang out with us some more, we're live on Twitch multiple days a week. Nothing else, thank you all so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye!